I'm Logan Stankoven. I wear number 11 for the Kamloops Blazers. I'm a U18 gold medalist and a 2021 NHL Draft prospect, and I'm coming on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Looking for the most beers on tap? Great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.
The number one sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Header was blocked by the defenseman. And back the other way comes Canada, a long shot, and it gets through the netminder, Shutney, and Canada is back up by 3 as Stankoven gets the goal.
Stankoven, wrist shot, scores! Logan Stankoven goes 5-hole, and Canada leads 1-0.
Well, like we mentioned,
wide backhand, he gave it away though to Shane Wright, and finally Canada could exit. Drop pass from Clark. Richard scores!
Logan Stankoven.
He's a little ball of fire here in the United States. And that'll do it. The drought is over. Gold is coming back to Canada. They started as a group of players from across our great country, as Dave Barr said.
Spin right circle. Stankoven. Zary. Back Stankoven. Scores! What a pass. Zary and Stankoven play catch. And the kid finishes off the kneel. And Stankoven on the power play. Kinsey left it there for Schmiemann. Down the left side. Takes it around the net. Quinn Schmiemann center scores! Logan Stankoven buries 5-hole. And 4 minutes and 57 seconds into the first, the Blazers get a goal from the Kamloops product. He'll cut to the corner, can't flip it out, it's turned over, Belton. Down low, McKenzie, in front, Stankoven scores! Logan Stankoven rifles it stick side from one knee after the Cougars cough it up, and the Blazers
Born in Kamloops, what was childhood like for you growing up off the ice?
I think very positive. Just the schools I went to and the kids I hung around. Great kids that I've grown up with. Still good friends with a lot of them to this day, and a lot of them are my close hockey buddies that I train with day in and day out. So I'm very, very thankful and lucky to have the friends that I do, and I'm looking forward to spending lots of time with them this summer and hanging out together.
Yeah.
What's one obstacle you came over getting to where you are today?
I'd probably say, I guess, like the loss of my grandpa. I thought that was pretty tough just when I was younger. It almost makes me smile just because, thinking of him and how awesome he was to me and how many, fun times we had together. And, both my parents, worked, full days, 5 days a week. So I spent a lot of, my childhood hanging around him and spending time at his house. And, he taught me a lot just about life in general. And I spent quite a bit of time there and enjoyed the time that I spent with him. And, it was obviously tough to let him go and for him to pass away. And it was tough on all, just not only me, but my family as well. But, he was just a huge fan of mine and, came to lots of my games. So it was pretty upsetting.
Absolutely.
And we can't wait to see you live again. What was it like playing this season without fans?
It was definitely different. I didn't really notice it too much at first. I think just all of us guys, myself included, were so stoked and ready to go, to get back playing hockey again. I don't even think we even put a couple thoughts into having fans in the rink. But I think after, fourth, fifth game, we kind of noticed, their energy wasn't there at times. We had to create energy on our own. I still remember my last game before I went off to U18s. We were playing Victoria in Kelowna, and it was an early game because it was a Sunday afternoon game. And I remember the announcer and the music guy ended up showing up late because they thought the game was at 7:00. So we had no music basically the whole game and no announcer. So it was pretty tough to create energy. But I think we were just all thankful to have some sort of a season and get back playing.
And then take us back to WHL Draft Day when you were drafted 5th overall to the Kamloops.
That was an amazing day. I was actually in Philadelphia at a WSI World Invitational Tournament. So my team consisted of a lot of Western Canadian kids. So most of the guys were from BC, a couple from Alberta, and then a couple from Manitoba as well. So lots of the guys on that team that day ended up getting drafted, and it was pretty cool because when the draft was happening, we were actually playing in a game against Sweden. And we ended up beating them. I think it was 4-2. And as soon as we came off the ice, we all kind of found out, what teams we got drafted to. And once I found out it was Kamloops, that was a pretty cool moment for me and my family to share.
Exactly. And staying home. You can't ask for a better spot.
Exactly. Living at home, sleeping in my own bed, having home cooked meals, can't ask for, much better than that. So.
And then, of course, the shortened season, you had 10 points in 6 games with Kamloops. How did you stay sharp?
I think staying focused and setting goals for myself. I think things could have went one of two ways. Either, you sit on the couch and sulk and feel sorry for yourself that you're not having a season, or either, you kind of put your nose to the grindstone and get after it and do what you can with the ice you have and the trading sessions that you have. And thankfully, BC wasn't shut down for too long with COVID. So I think I was lucky that way in Kamloops. Rinks were open, gyms were open. So I was in the gym constantly, 5 days a week and on the ice about 3 to 4 times a week. So I had my fair share of training going on. And, I just made sure that, once we got the green light to get the season going, I was fully prepared. And obviously it was an important year with the draft coming up as well.
Yeah, of course.
And then just recently coming off a big U18 World Championship win for Team Canada. Congratulations, by the way. Me and Ryan watched that whole tourney religiously, and it was great. It was great to see all the guys flying out there. You guys were on another level.
Yeah, thank you very much. We had such a skilled team and such a deep team. Honestly, going to the tournament, I didn't know what to expect for myself in terms of ice time or what role I was going to have on the team. But, I think I started on the third line, ended up moving up to the second line. After the first game, I ended up playing with McTavish and Bedard for the rest of the tournament. And
not a bad line to play in.
No kidding. Those two players are unbelievable. I think McTavish is just such a full package type player, and both are great guys, super humble. Even Bedard for being, in 05, 2 years younger than, most of us on that team, such a humble, well-mannered kid. And you can tell why he is where he is, just based off of how mature he is. And obviously he's got some ridiculous skills. So it'll be, fun to see, how things go for him in the next few years here.
That's for sure.
Yeah, you just touched on that, and obviously we had him on the show, and what a great kid and what a fun player to watch, and we can't wait to watch him for a long time to come here. He's got a huge career ahead of him.
Yeah, totally. Like I said before, he's just such a humble kid and down to earth. I think some guys can kind of get big heads at times, especially for how much success he's had and how much skill he has. He's getting compared to Connor McDavid, so that's pretty ridiculous. And
absolutely.
Just to kind of get to know him as a person away from the rink was pretty cool. And just to kind of learn from him and hear from, his training and what he does to make himself better was, pretty cool, and things that I can add into my training during the summer.
And he's got a pretty good dad too, friend of the show.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a beauty.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So dinner.
I'm gonna shoot that one. Okay, if you were having a dream dinner party and you had to invite 3 famous guests, who are you inviting, dead or alive?
I'd probably say Sidney Crosby. This is a tough one, honestly.
Yeah,
Sidney Crosby. I don't know. It'd probably be 3 hockey guys. Probably Crosby, McDavid, and probably Cole Caulfield.
Okay,
I like it.
nice.
I like it. And a little curveball here. This is another one. I know how much you love your golf. So what's a golf foursome for you?
Oh, I don't know. I'd probably say Bryson DeChambeau, Tiger Woods, and Rory McIlroy. Those are probably the 3 guys to go with.
I like it. I like it.
Probably learn a couple things because I'm a pretty bad golfer.
Yeah, me too. I'm horrible at it, and I just basically consider it. I bring 18 balls, so if I can keep 1 ball per hole, then we're rocking. So some I'll lose 3 or 4, but as long as I stay on the positive of 1 per hole.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's a win.
Yeah, that's called a good day at the range or at the course. At the course there. And then take us back to sorry, that was the wrong question there, Mike.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, so bring us back to that gold medal game as well, and putting on that gold medal after the game.
I think it was just surreal, honestly. I played at the U17s, and it was pretty disappointing for my team. I know there was 3 Canadian teams there, but my team, Canada Red, ended up losing to the other team, Canada White, in the quarterfinals, and I think it was honestly kind of embarrassing. I think for myself, I'm a guy who holds myself to high standards, and I love winning. Doesn't matter who it's against or what sport it's in. I'm very competitive in everything I do, and I want to win. So I think it was just pretty tough losing that game. But I guess to come back for the U18s and have another shot at playing at the national stage and to bring home a gold medal was amazing. And it, I guess made everyone back home pretty proud.
And it kind of seems like that team's going to hopefully head up to the World Juniors at one point together, because that group of players is just unbelievable together. You guys really did gel. Coming from all the different leagues, it's nice to see you guys gel.
Totally. I think that just had a big part to do with the type of guys that we had on our team. Obviously, we had a lot of great skilled forwards and defense and great goaltending, but I think all of us kind of bought into the team system, and we all wanted to win. And for some of us, I had 6 games in, but for some of the OHL guys, it was their first game in over a year. So I think they were pretty excited to get back at it, and we all just wanted to come back with the gold medal.
And then you got a big. Go ahead, Mike.
No, that's what I was shooting with. I was just going to say. Go ahead, right?
Big couple of months ahead of you coming up here. How are you preparing for the draft?
I think just sticking to my training plan that I have. Usually early spring I go over that with my trainer, just set up my workout times and what I'm going to do for that. And then for ice times, we have a pretty good group of guys that I skate with here in town. A couple of my teammates, that stay around in town until the season starts, and then other junior guys and a couple pro guys as well. So I think it's good to have that high level competition and guys like that to scrimmage against and also to play against and practice against. So hopefully just I guess get ready for the draft in that way, and then whatever team that I'm fortunate enough to go to, just be prepared for their camp, because it's not going to be easy.
And that's another thing I was just going to ask. I know you don't have to tell me what teams, but I'm sure you've been getting a lot of phone calls, a lot of Zooms, and keeping busy that way as well with NHL teams, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's been crazy busy. I think these past couple of weeks I've had quite a few going on, and I think a lot of teams with hockey slowly starting to wind down. The playoffs are coming to an end here pretty soon. I think they're starting to reach out and get prepared for the draft, and I think they're just trying to know us better as people, I guess, away from the rink, and learn a bit about our background. I think they've all seen most of us play hockey, but they want to know how we are as kids. And I think the draft process only happens once, so enjoy everything, and don't take those Zoom calls or phone calls for granted, I think.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
We're down to the final four here. Do you have a team that you want to win the cup this year?
Yeah, I'm a huge Montreal fan.
Okay.
I've always been a diehard Habs fan, and it'd be great to see them have some success. One win away from the cup, so they had some great teams back in the day, and my dad's been a big fan, so I was kind of born into it. And
okay.
They've had some tough years, but to finally see them do well and beat the Leafs and then sweep the Jets and now take one of the best teams on in the conference finals here, it's pretty cool to see.
Definitely.
And all of Canada's had that withdrawal going all the way back to 93 when the Canadiens won it last. They were the last Canadian team to win in 93. So that's pretty cool to see.
I was just gonna say, any pregame rituals or routines?
I have a couple. I think they're not. I'm not, a super superstitious guy, but I think a few things that I like to do is usually stick handle. Just kind of get my hands going before the game out in the hallway. Just grab a stick handling ball and kind of warm up my hands and get my hand-eye coordination going. And then I also like to roll out before games with the roller, and then I usually try and tape my stick before each game. Those are just a couple of things that I do.
Okay, well, we're on that. And what stick tape color?
That's a good question. Right now it's white, but last season with the Blazers, I started with white, and then I changed it up to black, and then I went back to white this season. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how long that lasts, but I don't really have a preference over either one.
And I always tell the story about my beer league. I'm out there, I got the white tape, and I take the puck and I stick it and I trace the puck and I color it in, and it looks like with the Sharpie, so it looks like and I trace it again, so it looks like I have 3 pucks on my white tape.
Oh yeah.
Didn't work.
I've seen that before. A few of my buddies used to do that.
Oh, okay. And here I was thinking I was a genius in beer league, Div 39.
Oh yeah.
Favorite road barn in the dub?
I like Vancouver just because I'm there quite a bit. Probably one of my favorite barns.
We're there. And because we're there cheering you on, of course.
Yeah, no, exactly. Having you guys in the stands makes it even better.
Yeah, that's great.
I think just, I guess, it's not the biggest rink, because the Rivermen used to play there, but they always find ways to pack that arena, even on Sundays or games during the week. I think they get a pretty good crowd, and it's just a fun building to play in, I guess. And the ice seems really fast for myself, so it's just a fun building to play in.
Right on. And you would know more than I know, but if I read it right, you guys are gonna be coming here quite a bit this year, right? It's all if I read it right, it's all the teams in BC and the American teams will be playing you guys. Yeah,
so I believe it's I think it's 10 or 12 games against each BC divisional team.
Holy.
And then 4 games against each American division team.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I'll be in Vancouver at least 5 or 6 times.
Right on.
Perfect. You'll be seeing us.
Yeah, good.
And how do you call them the butterflies before a big game?
I think just music. I like listening to music. And I don't know, I guess stick handling too. I think stick handling kind of gets me in my zone and gets me ready to go a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's usually just after the first shift. As soon as I get on the ice, I like to bring lots of energy, and once that first shift's out of the way, usually the butterflies go away and I just get back to my game.
Go to Selly.
Okay. I don't really have one. I do a few different ones. I usually like kind of holding my arms out, and there's a few that I did last year. They were pretty common. I usually just have one leg up in the air and, I don't know, Selly with my arms like this and kind of like opening up to the crowd. So
pretty sure that's one of the pictures I sent you to get signed, is you celebrating like that.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. So.
And how do you take care of how do you take care of yourself and balance how much fan access people have? It
hasn't been too bad just yet. I mean, it's something that I guess you don't try and take for granted because, there's going to come a time where, once hockey's over and you're kind of, I guess, away from the game, you're not going to get that same attention that you used to have. So I think just, not get used to it, right? Not everyone gets that attention. It's a privilege and things can change so quickly. So be thankful for that. And, I try and, I guess, respond to as many fans as I can. A lot of my fans are pretty polite and always say please and thank you. So, I think just, make sure you take time for everybody.
And while we're on that note, how important is the player's public image?
Super important. I think it just grows the game of hockey in a better way. In the NHL, there's some guys that I guess make mistakes away from the rink and, it doesn't look too good on themselves. So for myself, I think it's something that my dad's tried to, I guess, preach to me lots is doesn't matter how good of a hockey player you are, you have to be a good person in life and be a great teammate and a great person away from the rink and to leave a good public image on yourself and kind of leave a good legacy. You don't want to leave a sour taste in someone's mouth. And when they look back and they think of you as being, a guy that's not, very, well liked. So I want to be a person that people can look back and say, that kid was, great to me and really nice to my son and treated us very well. So that's someone, I want to be like.
Well, that's true. You're definitely showing that with us. That's for sure. What does your diet plan look like when you're trying to bulk?
I don't really have a diet plan just yet. And I think for myself, just being a smaller player, I don't really want to bulk up too much.
Yeah,
exactly. You're jacked over there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty small. So I think just for me and the way I play my game, I don't want to be too big. I want to be a speedy guy, kind of a water bug that brings lots of energy and skating is really important for me, being able to keep up with the big guys. So as of right now, I'm not trying to put on tons of weight.
You must get the Brad Marchand comparisons once in a while.
I always think Brendan Gallagher.
Yeah. No, I get both those guys. I like both those players. If I had to choose one, I'd probably compare myself a little bit more to Marchand. I think just in the way of being more creative. I think Gally's a great player as well, and works super hard, obviously, and never backs down from anybody. Neither does Marchand, but I try and bring more of a creative skill set, and I think that's something that Marchand does really well.
Yeah,
I'm guessing you'll just skip on the licking faces, though.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be licking guys' faces. We'll stay away from that, or spearing guys. So
yeah. That's how I play beer league hockey. And Marchand's my favorite player out there in beer league hockey, throwing hip checks.
That's awesome.
Hitting 70-year-old guys when I'm only 40.
Have you tried the Michigan or Lacrosse goal yet in a game? And how cool was it to see Connor try and pull it off in the dub already?
Yeah, I personally haven't tried it in a game yet. I've tried it in practice a few times. I think it's just so tough to, I guess, think about doing that in the heat of the moment. And at the same time, you don't want to get crushed by the opposing, defenseman, when you're coming around that net. Because if you miss and that guy blows you up, it looks bad on you. So I think it takes lots of guts and lots of practice. I think it's something you got to practice and just get that repetition. Because then it will, once it becomes natural, then, you don't really have to think about it as much, right? So, to see Connor try and pull it off, not only in the dub, but in the U18 tournament against the Czechs as well. He was very close to pulling it off. And if he did, that building would have went nuts.
Yep.
It's so awesome. It's so awesome. And, okay.
If a scout or GM were to ask, what do you bring to the table or describe your game and why are you the best choice for the team?
That's what I was looking for.
I think just the positive energy that I bring. I'm not a super loud guy or a guy that likes to, be super vocal. I try and let my actions lead by example and do the right things on the ice, but also away from the rink too. I think that's another big part of being a good role model. And I guess, leaving a good legacy for the game. I'm also a guy that likes to, score goals. It never gets old for me. I just get, even more excited when I score. And, you have to be passionate about that and love the game and love scoring goals. And, it's important in today's game. There's some great goal scorers out there, and, everyone scores goals differently. So there's lots of things to learn, and it's something I can, I guess, add to my game.
And you were fortunate enough to wear the letter for Team Canada. What's it like being a captain, and what do you think's a good traits as a captain?
Yeah, it was definitely an honor and a privilege. Like I said before, I didn't know what to expect going into that tournament. I don't think it changes for me. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing a letter or if I'm not wearing a letter. My mindset and my goals and who I am doesn't change me at all. I think it's important being a leader on the team to treat everyone with the same respect. Doesn't matter if he's a 40-goal scorer or a guy that plays minimal minutes and sits in the stands some nights. I think everyone brings a different, I guess, piece of pie to the table, and can contribute in different ways. So I think treat everyone with respect, and I think you'll receive the same respect back. So
if there was $1,000 prize on the line and you had to sing one karaoke song, what song are you singing?
Oh boy.
Does Kamloops do Rookie Idol? Because I know a couple other teams that don't do it.
Yeah, I lost out first round.
What did you sing?
I sang. What did I sing? Chicken fried.
Okay.
It was brutal. I'm a really bad singer, and I got booed right away. So I didn't make it past the first round, which was embarrassing.
Well, do you really want to make it past the first round anyways? You don't want to sing that long.
Yeah, no, exactly. Honestly, when I think about it, I didn't really want to make it too far because I didn't want to put that stress on me of having to sing another song in the second round. So I was kind of glad I was out the first round.
Yeah. When we get on the Oregon Ducks football players, they do Rookie Idol as well. But opposite of what you were saying, when they boo, you got to do it again and again and again until the team stops booing.
Yeah, exactly. That's got to be pretty tough, but. I'm glad I'm not in that situation.
What's your summer routine look like?
For example, today was sprints in the morning from 7 to 8 a.m. So it was an early morning, 6:30 wake up. And then right after my workout or after my sprints, I go and work out from 9 to 10:30. That's all weights and in the gym, lifting, I guess you could call it. And then I usually have a couple hours to myself, and then I have ice later in the day. So the ice times change, but usually sprints and my workouts always happen in the morning. So, it keeps me pretty busy. And then my men's ball hockey league started up last night. So I had that going on. We ended up winning our first game 10-3. So it's a good way to work on my cardio and stay in shape.
Yeah,
absolutely. And you're smart for going out in the morning because, we're cooking down here. You guys got to be a lot hotter than us.
Yeah, no, it's hot up here. It's supposed to get into the late 30s, early 40s. So it's gonna be a hot few days coming up here.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cooking. If you were an animal, what would you be?
I'd probably say a shark.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I always go with a dolphin because I look like a dolphin. Got no hair and the bald head and a big nose.
I don't know why I chose shark. I think just the way they I guess attack. They're pretty aggressive. I like to be aggressive, and if I see a turnover there, I like to jump on the puck. Just I guess like a shark jumps on their prey. So I guess that's a pretty good comparison.
$100 bill, $100 bill at the bottom of a toilet. $20 bill on the counter. Which one are you going for?
Definitely $100 bill. It doesn't matter what's in the toilet. There's always a chance to wash my hands. So
that's right.
And Cole Perfetti told us that one, and that was a draft question that he had gotten. So we've kept it into us. Do you have any crazy draft questions that you've got? You don't have to name any teams or anything, but
No, I don't think I've gotten any crazy ones so far. There's a couple mind twisters that they throw at you, but I can't really think of any that they've asked on the top of my head. Or
Mike,
off the top.
Mike, what was the plane one again? Where if the plane's going down? Wait.
Yeah, if the captain's sick or the flight, whatever, the captain, is sick. He can't fly. Let's say he's fainted. Are you the one stepping up into the pit to take over the plane, or are you letting someone else do it?
I'd probably step up with, to take that spot, but I'd have to have someone with me there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to run that thing on my own. I think having someone there to, two minds kind of to think about that and to figure things out, I think that'd be a good way to go about it.
Another draft question here is you guys are out for after a big win, someone's birthday party. You guys are out drinking. This is obviously when you're playing the NHL already. And it's curfews at midnight, let's say. Are you leaving with half the team, or are you staying with the birthday guy?
I'd probably have to say leaving with half the team. I'm not a selfish guy, and I don't like, I guess, leaving any guys behind, but I'm not much of a partier myself. And I think that's been a big part of where I am today. I've stayed pretty focused over the course of my hockey career so far. And I think, having to make sacrifices is a big thing. And I think that's why, a lot of these guys in the NHL are where they are, is because of the sacrifices they've made. And some of them like to go out and have fun, but at the end of the day, once you make the show and you're having fun, you can go out and do that. But for now, I haven't made it anywhere and I haven't proved anything. So I think for now, just stay focused and stay on track.
100%. You got it right there, buddy. That's a good mindset to have.
For sure.
And then what about dream venue to play in one day and favorite Gatorade color?
Dream. What was the question again? I didn't hear it fully.
Dream venue.
Dream venue, like dream arena to play in?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of good barns out there. I'd probably say Vegas would be really cool to play in. Their fans are pretty crazy. I think even Nashville or Carolina.
Yeah.
Their fans during the playoffs. Even Carolina, I saw a couple of videos of how packed their barn was, and they love their hockey in Carolina there. So I think it'd be pretty cool to play in front of those fans, and they're pretty passionate. So
I'm hearing at these Islanders games, their Islanders fans are pretty loud too. They're chanting and screaming the whole time.
Yeah, no, they have a pretty good crowd going there too. Honestly, I've never been a huge Islanders fan. Obviously, I'd love to play for any NHL team, but I'm a big Penguins fan too. So I wasn't a huge fan of the Islanders knocking out the Penguins in the first round there.
Oh yeah,
fair enough.
And we cheer for Barzell being from Coquitlam. So
yeah.
Are you much of a water guy? Boating, fishing, water skiing, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I love being on the water. I don't get on the boat too often. I don't have a boat, but if I have a chance to go with my buddies, I love doing that. I'm definitely a water guy though. I have a pool in my backyard, so I like spending time in that. And anytime I have a chance to be around the lake or on a river, I just love swimming and staying active that way.
Do you have any hobbies outside of hockey?
Yeah, I golf quite a bit. Swimming in my pool, playing ping pong, playing ball hockey. That's a big one for sure.
That's a big one.
The things that I like doing.
Okay.
Who was Canada's DJ, by the way?
Team Canada's DJ?
Yeah.
At the U18s, it was Ethan Del Mastro.
Okay. We had him on.
Pretty
good beauty. Okay.
Yeah, he's awesome. Big guy.
He is a good guy. He was a nice kid. We actually have had pretty much that whole team except for Shane Wright and McTavish on, all great guys. So we're big fans of that block of players that are going up, and we're going to be following you guys forever. Okay, hang on. Pancakes or waffles? You could only eat one of them for the rest of your life.
Pancakes. No big choice there for me. I'm definitely a pancake guy. So
okay.
Do you have a go-to song before games? Is there one song that gets you going?
There's too many to choose from. I've got so many good pump-up songs. Honestly, there's some that I forget about. But if I had to choose one off the top of my head, I'd probably have to go with I'm trying to. There's so many songs in my head. It's hard to choose one.
What genre do you like the best?
I like a little bit of everything before the game. Besides country, I'm not a huge country guy before the game. I like country after the games, but I like some EDM. I like some hip hop, rap, or I like some good old rock, some AC/DC. I guess just some guys like that. So I don't know. I don't really have a specific song, but those are a few of the genres that I like.
Right. And last one on my list, Mike, is do you have a favorite sports movie?
Yeah, definitely. I really like what's the one with the football guy? His name's Michael.
Michael Orr, Blindside.
Michael Orr, The Blind Side. I love that movie.
That's where we got Big Mike. We call him Big Mike, just like that movie.
That's fine. Yeah, no, I love that movie. I've watched it so many times and never gets old for me.
We love that one too.
Right? Hey, Logan, I can't thank you enough, man, for taking the time again for us. And obviously, we're huge fans of you, and we will be huge fans of you for the rest of your career. And it meant a lot to us again, man.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate you reaching out to me and getting me to do this.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hey sent you.